When you say first two topics, then intellectual property related topics.
Yeah.
But unfortunately for high tonation, and I said tone, they discuss it first one, the same tone they discuss it with.
I didn't.
Oh, I mean, listen to them. Same vim, they come the first intellectual property, and the same vim they come with. Empress, they have not been fair to the gentleman.
Sack, I'm fair.
No, my fellow colleagues say why?
Oh, Mukasa.
Yes, it is not fair. Because the first conversation about which yes, Sarkodie,
there's Sarkodie.
Let's not yes,
but when you say that you are wrong.
If the gentleman is wrong, if the man working ruin sir.
What's up, world? My name is Yeboah, artist, product designer, and footwear designer from Tema. In 2011, I designed a sneaker called OBJ Sack 1. It was intended to be a collaboration between myself and my brand and Sarkodie. The name Sark didn't exist back then. I coined it from Sarkodie's name and created a logo featuring his head. We met with Sarkodie's team and presented the idea, specifically Sammy Forsen, who was his manager back then, encouraged us to return with a prototype. We did. We spent almost 8 months developing a prototype and tried to reconnect with them, but, to no avail. At the 2012 Rapperholic concert, I was asked to print the same logo I had designed on T-shirts, which were worn at the event. But we never heard from Sarkodie nor his management until 2013, when I discovered that shoes, clothing accessories were being sold under the Sark brand, which was fine. But the same logo that I created and the same Sark name that I coined was used, but my brand name was nowhere in the picture. It was, completely removed. So I confronted Sammy Forsen on BlackBerry. That was the major means of, communication back then. And then Sammy claimed that Sarkodie had designed that himself, which was, funny to me. So I took the issue to the Copyright Office for mediation, as it were, as professionals do. And then I was told during the mediation, after the mediation, I was made to understand that Sarkodie himself made me understand they were going to sort me out. They were going to pay. Eventually, it didn't happen, so I had to forward the matter to court. Now, the process dragged on for 3 years. My claim was for 90,000 Ghana cedis. Sarkodie's side offered to pay 20,000 Ghana cedis. But on the day of negotiation, neither Sarkodie's legal team and he himself and my lawyer were present. Nobody was there.
Boo.
I mean, I think the matter is clear. Say Sarkodie on Gaza, they know say they from like that's how come they wanted an out of court settlement. So I'm sure that this guy is worried because SARS can come promising I'm better. I don't know what the law says about there's a almost a statute of limitation, and I don't know. Maybe it's a self as share me. I'm not saying any case be an over to me, astration for a very long time. It will expiry. You know what I'm saying. So said your canon. If that's what he wants to do, I don't think it's a problem. Yes.
Okay. Suffer. So watch a video.
Yeah, I think the guy has a point. If narration or manner, say if that is how things played out, I think he has a point, and he's tried so to get redress number. And because this new IP issue surfaced with Sarkodie and Wednesday, and also man Akwenyano to come back again. Maybe this time he can get the redress that he wants, and he may have to link up with SAC team again and bring up the matter. I'm very big on IP, intellectual property. There, apart from the fact that I'm a musician and producing intellectual property, I also lecture in advertising. I know the worth of all of these things. There's no way you know, as a creative, also Timima or be a for intellectual property be qua. No, it shouldn't happen.
Oh, okay. Medas. V.
Okay. Empress, guy in the story, no. I think say we be womuna and mammy nyantia say papa. Who see who she has Sarkodie team and now with this sample a chermo. Sample and yet finished work. Now with the trainer crampon, it has the image a woman. Agreements when a moye percentage bena ye cast a Sarkodie as on one image ye used in Sabeka. But all yes, narration in no, sa details no, or leaving it out because ye name Sark collections, I think 2013 or so, a buy, you know, it was in collaboration with 1 Yas or ye fashion entrepreneur bina Sarkodie in a bar together by ye sa collaboration no. And Usha sa Sark designer logo na it was star be a warning chain and bulldog ye designer. So who designing be now the dots BC baby crapona it's a distinction. Enti waba apa betina sia kasa woni omo kan no wo gi 90,000 but omo so omo ma 20,000 for all you know no because you ente Sarkodie side of the story for all you know no that time Sarkodie big on pese wo be wouldn't need be for niema bi hu so they will want to meet you up and then pay you off especially when I wo photos e say oni omo tina see meeting. It doesn't necessarily mean say ojitu say this is the business obeye. Now why you say pabwa odi bananka friend OBJ sack 1. We so your sack collections. And so ye womu what ya and na EcoBank Nsemia Bay wako puli receipts there have been a jai BlackBerry you see. What to me wako puli message from BlackBerry and OBJ1 sack 1 and sack collections is not the same thing. And designer, no, what there was no star by on a sack na or cano. And even before I will say we introduce the word sack, Sarkodie, then the chest normal dream be bisa hundada.
And a lot of people have been calling Sarkodie sack way before that.
You get it? It's a story now, all cano. It looks as if say it is to paint Sarkodie black because and then one no your brand ambassador for First Bank or be you seen a look alike. A billboard so a money in the advertisement value be back for Muntina was so precoja. You are like I say you do pain and then they drew so they would the court say crime day any expiry dates or Felisa who case still just go to the court now lay will matter before and you say now Bibia ba sack a legal team a genemo say a bad thing with EcoBank. Now you come out with all so what was the essence? Or you no catch say what do you think about this? You your opinions, bro. I mean I think say I am malicious. I don't know. It doesn't sit well with me at all. Say your opinions, bro. Now I mean a seed chaso. So if you value intellectual property that much, would you be stopped by one Kasao family member just like that? And Adiawaye, acoustic damage we bring to Sarkodie brand. A lot of people are calling him out, say, see the pot calling the kettle black. Who the BADOB, who the Sarkodie team, like I said, they will not come and speak. And they hard, you know. Brand they crown no most times will be accusing of BBA on Kasa, and then everybody runs along with it just like that. And we'll be very pleased if we get response on this particular matter. Because 20K now, Omo agrees on the amount. I am feeling, say, at that time, Sarkodie at the peak 2013, he wouldn't want you to rubbish the names. And to our friend was sorted out. And don't just say, be a would be here. So I'm pleading with Sarkodie team. They said this time, no, silent treatments now would address most of my cases. No, they should come out and speak.
That's Ola.
I said we need per cross in the makers who near into a jet years ago. Like you were saying, I'm surprised was Uncle Faber. And who is in here? You see, who your logo no? Who your logo ma Empress? Now the Empress picture now. Now the Empress didn't have to say. One day, who your logo now one day?
Seven I'm here. O picture na.
Me your logo. Me do picture now. O picture no matter do din account. TV logo na one day.
Amen.
Who na me do image in the end there me boy. Okay, so your free be commission job. So who now share me say me nya obi tua me ka. But se me anam no wadwene ho say oh ye pese ye bibi say boma
it's up to you to later on decide say I don't come any you
be.
So wo ka say wo nye bi ma me ntimi fa logo no nya hwe.
We ni nje ho a wo ka kire nipa no man ne te ase.
Me kire nsem kakra. So ka say wani nyi hu bi ma me am ye designer me ntimi fa logo no nya hwe ndo ntia. O picture na that so. Odin na waso. The only thing I can do is maybe take your picture out, take your name out and make some few changes and use it for whatever. But who na here there and I'm say the logo no Odin na that's no picture and that's who bet me a change kakra no afa. But what they are some call na muamu ye dia no motia so okay why you adwuma wa de no ho so yen compensate you asem na si why do you bring it up why are we visiting this one okay is it a plan be say nipa no yen pay bibi fan say ni din and I don't get it ban press dey hear me ni patcho dey hear me ni ade bi koso ewo hwe ye to abawie be 3 months ni na ya benya president for Fraba Bediso. But no maybe because na say make man can in tema. E be ebe koso na akwa create problem.
Yes.
Share. Ye minister nya no for tourism no. Honorable Jifa Gomashi. Ye nyinim so onye tourism person. No, me say dey hear me ni.
Una see e be samba.
Bacho ma me nka masem. Ye nyen so onye tourism person. Ena ne deputy ese oil and gas me fi omo
o ma me koran na me mouth time
me pacho
na wonka
ade na mama me wie
baby
it's not part of the topic.
Maybe he's making a point.
And then the bulldog who see me tie nipa
say me dey what tie am sa
me
what's my emre cry
ay emotional
I dey would do Romeo ade
ay emotional embrace maybe is here
maternity
yet deputy on your tourism person oil and gas nyame na ye yadom na GTA ye konya deputy a ono ne ye tourism person nkeye ba dia he koso say na me person minister twe na asete and say appointment a ye de ba ministry no ono person osesa no onya asade no
sa no ye
onya asade no.
Is that what she's doing?
Yama Kenfiati appointment to be director of one for Ghana na National Theatre.
Yeah.
Yes, my miss was assistant.
Oh, how?
Aden.
I don't can appointments committee no one.
No M1.
Where?
So when Kenfiati.
Minimum.
My miss was assistant. Any anu kwa. Me kwa se me kwa ko CA Creative Arts Agency. Me kwa new CEO no. Everyone say massa e no ma ko se me kwa CEO ni office. How? And I'm friends say boss. Now me buy me be hwe woni office. Oni office e mi da bi o ye adwuma. Se ba ko no coin president ba ko no ba no coin o se sa bibia coin. Eti no oni da bi o ye adwuma. Boom so okay say before ye be appointing minister me no woni ye squad.
Yes.
We located an office.
Yes.
World Bank for office da ho. Yes, they also the man. Mami be so the office be man. Aden.
Mami do we.
Honorable Jifa Agomashi. Aden. Say or person the office in a National Film Authority for National Film Authority so office. Why are we doing this? And I creative as they say in be mana. Masa me I didn't know more no say ya kika ko se ni anka na se kwaji nse na sa Arnold ni ya mu betra betu to manu bu eso ye be dia ha mo me ye be dia ha mo
mo nya buti
no mami kan sa na pro mami kan sa na because omo eye na pro no ye ya na be kan ye gigigigi. It is a yes, you have banners, yes, you be near Nasa, ye minister so better national, why ye bibia say, Sag Gangaria Sana, MY, ye need be face so. May catch no, yen for Sanko. Ye say, enough na baby, now man for Satibisa, and a manifesto, you say, Black Star Experience.
That's all.
First 120 days, also launching.
And then also, I was here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So of course sir masa me no mbenya issue
me dase
makache
person me di bibi tu aso bibi kakra bi
e dey so
no bi onam no dey me line no won sa pacho sa ga na ya appoint no Kumasi mayor no
mayor
mayor
Kumasi minister nana
no not the minister the
mayor
regional minister
mayor no
mayor no okay clear me boss
onu bi o so wo kwa ko bu nkrofo no
second go see Ajiman.
Yes. Wow. Oma adrenaline breath.
Good.
Then bra form.
Okay.
You see, I want to tell everybody that look, we work so hard for this government to come into power. Some of us put our blood and sweat into this. If they are fortunate to have places to be, because the president of Ghana is very, very humble. Very humble. Sakufado ne point in our point in any problem. Nchoja isemuno. Why lucky say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama like he's calm, but he should not even be in that office by now. Only boys 10 muna mubebu. Hey! No. There be you see, you people look. Is he better than anybody?
No.
And I know Okuta brains too. Who does he think he is? Oya wine. Hey, on Luku sharp.
Obeluku.
Debbie on Luku sharp.
Obeluku.
Omunjai, sir. Yes. No, it doesn't make any sense.
Ola.
How?
And the Ghana,
yes, like how? How? Because you're same No, facts.
Yeah.
Omunjai, hey, Massa, don't fool for there. Massa, don't fool for there. I no go lie you. If they give you some job, do your job well.
And look at the leader.
Yes. Look at the demeanor of the person who appointed you. And stay in your lane. If somebody is violating the laws, that's why the courts are there.
Yeah, law enforcement near there, so.
Otunfona okasa na oboni din ubo enye sa na onukra kasa nti wo ye wan like wo ye wan I don't know how you see my problem maybe I was raised differently but say obi ka sem meeting baby na obi ka sem and asem and me to meet na ho na comfort your no mutie no hi I lucky you some of us your hanka. Hey, Massa, don't fool for there. And no.
Yeah.
Auntie.
Medasi.
See, auntie. And no.
That's what she said.
But
I'm very humble.
I know humble.
Yeah.
Empress, Sarkodie issue, no, dear. I really don't have much to say. But then again, it goes back to say, young as creatives, no. Sometimes we have to guard our intellectual property well, because I don't understand why you say you let go of the thing years ago and now all of a sudden you bring it back to say that, oh, this is what happened to me 10 years ago. Not to say that he doesn't have the right to do that, he has, but Anka, really, if you wanted a resolution to that matter, you should have followed it through in the court, because a lawyer need disappear. You could have got another lawyer and make sure that whatever is due you be given to you. But as I see, the way I will release the video, but it sort of comes a lot across as he has some sort of malicious intent and all day to abonting. So if say assembly is any expiring date so anytime you can go back to court. So if he feels to say he's been robbed of something and according to him he feels that the name Sarkodie or coin, my question is that did he register it at the time? When I was saying, your fellow Empress Gifty, now may my coiny name be out of that name. Now, did I register it? If I'm claiming as my intellectual property and all of that, plus the logo and all of that. So, if he feels he has a case, I should take it to court and follow it through. Don't say my mother said I should. If your mother said you should give it, then still respect your mother's wishes and keep quiet.
Okay.
You understand? So, if he has a case and he feels he has a case, he can go to court. And then go and, respond. And I know, say, Obia war, the style or the addressing issue. And sometimes you cannot really fault them. Hence why I am commending some of your artists are the importance of getting a PR for their crafts. One thing about the SAC brand is that, and Vida also, every time there is an accusation, there is something,
they don't address it. They don't say anything about it. And so the rumor is there, a link, a didn't go for Timu, any ade, yen come one sem that. Ebia, yes, betremu, yan kotu interview, biasiani, akotu wanyumu. You know, and I think say it really doesn't do justice to Asem. This is the brand that you worked tirelessly for years. Recently, when another TV station posted a content about this same brand that didn't sit well with people, people were, you know, vociferous about it. Because how can you say something? So this is a brand that you worked for that a lot of people love. And so we ban no better brand in this side. Yeah, let's talk about monkey kamu kakra. Na mo fa asem no ento dia eda. Manosi.
That's Arnold.
Empress.
Yes.
When you say first two topics, then intellectual property related topics.
Yeah.
But unfortunately for high tonation, and I said tone, they discuss it first one, and the same tone, they discuss it way.
I didn't hear.
Oh, I mean, listen to them.
First one,
same vim they count the first intellectual property, and the same vim they come with.
The reason is because we don't know if the guy is telling us the entire truth. What you say?
And secondly, I said not court and DAV. I'm on one anchor Jenny compensation.
You won't create woman. I say we see a take both parties because who pray na
Empress. They have not been fair to the gentleman.
Sack and fair.
No, my fellow colleagues are why.
Oh, Mukasa.
Yes.
Kawajine. Let me count. You need more.
Okay.
Don't generalize it. What you just said is not entirely true.
It's not entirely true. It's not entirely true.
You just had to say that.
Empress.
Yes.
You, that's it.
Yeah, Obi say logo no dot is different. Obi say ne ma make asa unja na wa kasa Empress uye bibi a na me fa ne kran say uye bibi na aga frɛ kasa jaya. Sometimes unti.
Miti so
why are we questioning the facts and them make us unja internet na I pinta them so ujai. Papa we have been narrating the story a chain. Come. You see, Yabisa said the Oye was malicious. Yes, that's what he intended to do. The Oye full of malice. He knew, and he said it. Say what? And I say we must Sarkodie Eco Bank for Eco Court because of something similar. Most of the a few years ago. Intimate about the car. Now move on to him. That's the intention, to be malicious. Because when you say court, no, we have court already. That's okay, you know what I say. But nothing stops him from telling his story, from telling his truth. Yes, Sarkodie. Oh, relax. That's his truth. Empress, look at the narration the guy gave. Or see, and you see the brilliant thing that he did. Apart from the meeting, a confusion by him. Guess the first place of copyright office. So I'm quite the omuko mediate. One court first too. Omuko copyright office. And when you listen to him, also omuko copyright office, sack team no car edgy to move. So omo be sorting it out. Omo sorting it out. So that's sir me be sort it out no. That's it means why admit say why you're wrong. At the copyright office.
What you to?
So they knew said they were in the wrong. And you feel be beside me say dot. No, they've cleared that part. They've gone all the way to mediate our copyright office for the other team to say so. You best sort it out. So when you hand out back me say need any different now way need the picture that so they knew, and that's how when they went to the copyright office they said you best sort them out. Sorting out number. Who and now call copyright office. Moko mediate in front of experts. Now, what will you do? And your court now, because you admitted to be in the wrong, and now I say, "Oh, sorting me out." One sorting me out, and let me proceed to court. That's what I'm supposed to do. Guess what? Also, or Joe 90,000 Ghana cedis at the time. Then the same team said, "Oh, 19 they ain't to me now, amount 20." Again, that's admittance of guilt. Do you understand? So we've gone past where image ne sagni different. No, because at the Copyright Office there was some admittance. In the court also you see no 19 ya just to say I wrong. 19 no also be more 20. 20 no so amba. What are we saying? 20 no so no amba, and then we are saying say Ghana is wrong.
On the case were wrong there.
I don't think anybody said he is wrong. Arnold.
Maybe he was not listening.
Masa. Say ne ma make say onje ma na o sande ba bio. Why? So we if you court into kasa so on to me kasa from. And I make your own million to all because who they be court for something similar. It would be me 10-15 years ago. I have every right to voice it out. That's what he's doing. It is a conscience. Say indeed some now conscience and precaution. It's up to you. All he has done is tell a story. If you feel that sorry now can I correct, come and debunk it. But if they won't, then why are you saying they all can no correct? And he's giving you a chronological or more step by step. Every step they took with pictorial evidence. Say it is not fair. Because the first conversation about which Sarkodie,
Sarkodie.
Let's go.
But when you say that you are wrong,
if the gentleman is wrong, if the man working here erroneous, that
is why we are asking him to respond.
Don't make him seem as if
nobody is making the guy seem as if he's wrong. I never did.
Honestly, the matter in court are not similar. One year look and likeness, and a baku ye intellectual property. Oh no. No. Thank you. And count. No.
No, but no, the Okasi DNA course here Alabaster box and yet Ecobank because we've not discussed Ecobank.
No, Empress.
Oh, there we
are. First one, the two are not the same.
Pictures are dancing a bit dangerous because in the past week, me kind of number of photos I wish share amount for only Obisibeti me twa photo no acho se me tontade o hwe o chine bi wa me gina ka so no negotiate
picture no o de beto
no entimi nye because copyright officer Arnold Diken copyright office building the picture no de beto one for documents bia e free so the otimi o pay attention to detail o otimi the BlackBerry message cra kire no na ka copyright on big cra kire secretary that so we just saw the building, the picture of the building.
So are you saying he's lying?
I'm not saying he's lying. Until we want further and better particulars. You get it? Because and there's a popular person be okoma only could track photo. No, because say you know when you be cry when you send because of the photo Bible to us or no trapping. So that photo situation, it can be concrete evidence. All the time, it can be concrete evidence all the time.
Photo.
Yes, the current person will be to want to assemble by just say no, change no try photo keke.
And just to add on, now Kasan, I don't think anybody. Well, at least let me speak for myself. I don't think I said the guy was wrong or anything. What I say, I'm saying when you are talking about if the guy is wrong, I will say sack team nobody. So everybody here question that. The brand that you've worked hard to build, Obiba no be accuse you of something and you never respond, be cache, and it is not right. I think we all expressed our sentiments about that. What he has said,
but he reserves the right to work.
That's what I'm saying. And when I
communication too as well.
When I started,
silence is also a communication.
Exactly, exactly, and that's how he's built the brand.
But the point we made was that as same way according to gentleman narration, court, ADR. Yeah, conclusion. Also, make 20K. My message HRD. What HRD?
What I see, and I even went on to say,
and the question is, why is it coming up now?
Court.
Do I want to see HRD? What about you? Say
cannot be kind
for the guy.
And he hasn't come.
Baby, once I started, would see me and they can pull the tape. I'm not saying
show the email.
I'm not saying that the guy has every right. Because I said the guy has every right to come out to talk about it. However, people will ask why now, and Arnold just explained that yes, he could do it without malicious intent, which And you're right.
But
obey to me, let me finish.
Go on.
Obey to me, I then Baba Chena drink. Obey to me, Baba Chena drink. But don't make it to look like we are massaging Sarkodie.
I say because
Sarkodie on
Empress.
And uti
Empress. One case na mun pense mun be kan ho asem no.
Yeah.
Mu say EcoBank case no.
Yeah.
It's usually when a case is in court.
Court.
You don't go into the depths of the matter, but you can talk about it.
You don't make judgmental.
Exactly.
My boss say
that case I really want to see where that case will go because it's an interesting one. Yes.
Okay.
It's an interesting case.
I am
very interesting case.
Exactly. I say heat. I know the heat. And there was small bassy.
Say akwantum abrochire na opese osendi sika ko momo number so ewo Ghana anase opese osendi sika eko bank account bi so ewo Ghana medofo mame kanfo lemfi emao de ntia me kanfo lemfi emao nyina ne say ope money transfer omo exchange rate ewo soro kese pa lemfi na ni gisem kra kese ne say wo Europe now we your first transfer with 50 euros amount 20 euros cashback. And our UK, now your first £50 transfer, amount £10 cashback. Or Canada, any Americans, now your $100 first transfer, amount $20 cashback. Nemum, answer na benya cashback no. Mema ring fi say ube use Bonah BONAH as the referral code. Biemu so say wa America, na upe se o shipping nyoma e free. Washington DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Odiane Box Oak Logistics. Omu door-to-door shipping company. Medofo Fre Box Oak says ya o fro ma when him round so no mujina waboboano. Oma be box on your man kama. Na omo dia call Ghana asumdwe mama. Omo so eni December ko account ne say. O fro ma catch him say and I'm the BonahShow so and I'll tell you monka. Omo sum pray na omo 10% discount. Nia chat woni se o ko Ghana akodi udwuma bia na sabi udru Ghana be Kumasi na udru Kumasi obepe ba bia dam wasomadwo obepe ba bia e 100% security e 100% CCTV cameras air condition chese ope ba bia dam wasomadwo wa obe sorry with my ye waduane live to say there sabi uti ufie papa bi ma frɛ Pcash Properties and I say call www.pcashproperties.com